Hey, Randy Hunter here from BeginningSax.com, and in this quick licks and tips video I want to show you the funk scale. Okay, so there's really not a scale that's called the funk scale, at least that I'm not familiar with, but what I'll show you is a combination of sounds, an amalgamation of scales that I like to use when playing funk styles. Now, you keep in mind that really funk is as much or more about the way you play the music than it is about the notes you play. For instance, I can play this one set of notes. Doesn't sound very funky like that, but when I play, all of a sudden I've got some attitude in there that sort of spells funk, or just makes it sound like funk. And remember, there are different types of rhythms in funk too, so your style is really should be adapted to what's appropriate to the rhythmic feel of the piece you're playing with. You know, there's James Brown funk, there's Bob Mintzer funk. There are lots of different kinds of funk that you work with. So let's get back to the funk scale now. What I like to use to start with, one of the sounds, is the major blues scale. Now, these scales that I'm going to show you, like the major blues scale, that's a derivative of the pentatonic scale, and you can refer to my quick licks and tips video on the major pentatonic scale to learn how to create the scale. But what we're going to do is, and I'm playing in the key of G on tenor sax. You can play the same notes on alto, it doesn't matter. I'm playing a G pentatonic scale, and I'm going to add the minor third to that. So in addition to the major third, I'll have the B flat. So I'll have both B flat and B natural. Now, I can play the same notes descending. Might leave the B natural out descending and just use the B flat. Or another sound I like to use in combination with the major blues scale is the traditional blues scale. Now, I've just always called it the blues scale, but I know some people call it the minor blues scale. Either way, I've got a video on creating the blues scale that'll help you learn that one. So I've got the major blues scale ascending followed by the blues scale descending. Now, another sound I like to add to that at times is the passing tone that's often used in the dominant bebop scale. Who would figure bebop scales with funk scales? But either way, you've got that passing tone in the dominant bebop scale. F, F sharp, G. So when I play that descending, now when I mix that in with these scales, these other sounds, then I end up with things like pretty funky sound, if you ask me. Now, maybe we can mix in the cannonball trill that I showed you in a previous sax licks and tips video. Maybe a high G with a split tone, an altissimo G. So there, we're getting in lots of sounds, and now, you know, I've got a lesson on the altissimo in my jazz improv lesson series called Launching the Altissimo, and those altissimo tones are great for funk, for your funk vocabulary. Maybe notes just straight out of the Mixolydian scale. Now we've got the notes from the pentatonic scale, but we can add G, A, B, C, D, E. You know, so depending on the piece you're playing, maybe those sounds are appropriate. So we've got lots to choose from, and remember, it's all about how we play the things. Doing lots of little scoots. The articulation, do da do da do da. I like to use that depending on the style. You know, it's kind of a James Brown sort of style. Okay, so that hopefully that gives you some ideas to work with in developing your funk scale, your own personalized kind of funk scale. Now, remember, check out my jazz improv lesson series and beginning sax lesson series at beginningsax.com and have fun playing the funk scale.